You're about to break free from something that really been holding you and really limiting your beliefs, because we are in a very much Aquarius season with a lot of Aquarius placements are happening at the same time. Aquarius is all about breaking old patterns and creating something new, unique, and exciting. So this is literally your chance, and we're going to see what exactly you're breaking from and what can you do to really set yourself up for success with breaking old ties. I do recommend you to get Starcross tab that I've linked in my bio for you to know exactly when everything is changing for you in 2026, when destiny is hitting your chart. Starcross tab is the best app for timing, and it even tells you month and year when you're going to meet your love of your life, and also predictions for career, money, and love in 2026. If you are interested, it's going to be the first link in my bio, and let's get to the reading. Pisces, let's see what you are breaking free from. What is something that you are liberating? What is something that's coming as a fresh air for you? We have literally a month. We have literally a month. Literally a month. Pisces. Oh, Pisces. So you've been like really stuck in this feeling of, oh my God, I have to work. I have to do those things. It seems like I'm working, but things are never working out for me. It seems like I'm putting the effort, and it seems like I'm always trying to like improve myself. But like, where is the result? Where is the result of that? I've been working so hard to achieve those things. I've been working so hard to like finally be seen, and it shows that you like everything that you've been doing so far is exactly what what you were supposed to do, is exactly what you were supposed to do. You on the right path, and you're literally breaking free from this like always necessity to prove yourself and to kind of like validate your skill, to validate your feeling, to validate something, to prove people like, no, I am good enough, I am good enough. Like the strength is here really shows that yes, you're on the right path. Just know that the challenge is about to be over. This challenge is about to be over. But overall, even if you do go into something like that, don't be scared. You actually like acting from a place of authority. If people trying to kind of like undermine you and they're telling you, well, maybe you need to work a little bit more, or maybe you need to practice a little bit more, or maybe you're just like not enough or not mature enough for this relationship, for those things, tell them, no, I actually have done a lot. I actually learned my lessons. I actually practiced. I've actually developed my skill. I actually deserve whatever you deserve. You want love? You probably already mature enough. You probably already struggled enough. If you looking for a new job, for promotion, you already have the skill. You already have the skill. It's just like this pattern where you've been constantly have to like learn more, do better, act better, be more prepared. We are letting go of this energy this month. For the next probably like 3 weeks, starting from now, this is exactly what you will be manifesting to let go. So just make sure that you follow through with this message. Make sure you claim this energy and really have your mind focused on the things that you already good enough, and you can already be like independent and act from this notorious place. Aries, let's see what is something that you are breaking free from. What is the fresh wind that's coming into your life and bringing new changes? Something that you don't need in your life anymore, and you're really letting it go. You're literally like setting yourself free. Let's see, Aries. Aries. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Aries, I feel like it's this like feeling of unsatisfaction, of working so hard and kind of like having to put like more discipline and like more work and like more amount of hours into something without really feeling like you enjoying yourself, like without really feeling like you good enough. Because it's really important for Aries overall to be the first one, because you are the first zodiac sign, you are the leader, you are taking the initiative, right? And but where's the pleasure from it? Where's the emotional part of like, I accept myself and I love myself, and I really, you know, the fact that I'm like first somewhere or I am not first somewhere should not be equal to the amount of love that I provide for myself. And this is exactly what you are breaking free from. You really get into this like feeling of, I enjoy myself, I love myself. People around also love me, and they really see me as a really, sweet person. And I don't have to always push forward and be more determined and be more hardworking and be more, like I don't need to constantly keep asking for myself more, 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 and more in order for me to love me and in order for other people to love me, even though it might seem from you from like some point of view that, that you should do a little more. You should work a little more. Maybe you should practice a little more. Maybe you should take another year of college. Maybe you should take another course to learn. Maybe no. it's already enough for you. It's already enough for you. And for the next probably like 3 weeks, starting from today, this is something that you're really gonna manifest. This is something that you're really gonna break free and really restore your fulfillment and happiness inside of you when you think about yourself, when you think about your progress, when you think about like overall of the work that you've done, because it seems like you will be really happy and really satisfied with actually what you achieved. So make sure to focus on that. Taurus, let's see what you are breaking free from. What is the new change that's coming into your life? What is something that, you having, you letting go? And what is coming into your life is this like fresh breath of air, Taurus. Taurus, a lot of mentality. What is this? A lot of mentality is happening you? I feel like overall you're just like experiencing more clarity in the next 3 weeks. You're experiencing more understanding. Like if you've been if you've been not necessarily sure where to go, if you not necessarily know where to focus your energy on, if you not necessarily knew how to act specific way, and like maybe even asking like universe, like, oh, give me the sign. Am I doing something right? Am I doing something wrong? Am I like, you definitely getting clarity and like this like logical resolution to your situation right now. Logical resolution. I will say you might have been already hurt enough before, and you might have like learned the hard way too many times, and you don't need to learn one more time anything the hard way. I definitely see a lot of clarity. I definitely see a lot of logic. I definitely see a lot of just like mental ability to know exactly where you're heading and exactly what's waiting for you in the future. But you don't have to every single time take it to the point where you feel disappointed or you feel heartbroken or you feel betrayed, because you can already start sensing that you know you've done your lesson, you've done your homework, and now things are getting easier. And it definitely shows a lot of saturation with your emotional state overall, to the point where you're literally gonna start feeling, oh, this is everything that I wanted. Like 10 of cups is definitely like the vibe of like, there's nothing else that I want. This is everything I wanted. This is everything that I've been dreaming of. This is everything that has been happening for me, that I manifested it would happen for me. And now it's happening because, again, this clarity just like lets you to act on a very different level, and lets you make smarter decision in a way. So for the next 3 weeks, I really want you to manifest exactly that and manifest those positive changes in your life, because they really close. Geminis, let's see what you are breaking free from, and what is something that's really changing in your life and bringing this like new fresh breath of air. What are you breaking from, Gemini? Oh. Geminis, I'm telling you, you about to be the most like abundant self. It's crazy. It's crazy how abundant you're gonna feel. And I feel like you've been, how people say that like, oh, Gemini is always here and there, and they do not like have constant or like consistent success, because they always like jumping from one thing to another, or they like being too surface level. No, it's actually not true, and you're actually gonna get a confirmation really soon that things that you've been working on, and like like even if you've been learning things from like different sources and different areas of your life, and you've been like, it's all gonna make sense to the point where you will actually be the most abundant self. Definitely I see a lot of materialistic and like material goods for you coming anyway, right? Because again, like with Gemini's, and like with like my personal experience was it all, it's like people think, oh, they cannot like set goals and they cannot like start saving money because they always like all over the place. But you just like proving them wrong. You proving this stereotype wrong to people, because like, why should you agree to this? You should not agree to this like stereotype, and you should really be proud for your unique ability to be everywhere all at once and learn more things that every other average person is capable of. And it's really giving you like money, is giving you love, is giving you abundance, and is giving you such a saturation with your feelings, emotions, and also materialistic things. Even on a selfish level, even on a selfish level, where you just like constantly enjoying yourself and enjoying the work that you've done, and you feel proud of it, and you feel not only proud of it, but what's important, you feel a lot of foundation under that. Again, and we're circling back to this idea that there is no foundation because you're always all over the place. But it's just not true. It's just not true for you, Geminis. And for the next 3 weeks, this is exactly what I would focus my energy on and manifest exactly that. Cancers, let's see what you're breaking free from. What is something that you can really expect in your life to change and maybe manifest some of those changes? Have this fresh breath of air and some sort of change. What are you breaking free from, Cancers? Oh, listen, Cancers, I feel like you've been really under some sort of influence or even not independent, independent condition where people constantly had to tell you what to do. People constantly been giving you some sort of critiques, and they've been telling you, well, maybe you should do it this way, or maybe you should try that, or maybe you should try, they constantly giving you feedback that you're not necessarily asking, and you kind of had to play it nice or even like be dependent on that. And maybe you felt like you dependent on people always telling you what to do, and you felt so affected by it because, well, think about Cancer, it's water, and water takes shape of whatever shape it's in. You can put water in a wine glass, you could put water in a bottle, you can put water in the sink, and it's going to take its shape, right? And maybe you felt dependent on this like external influence from other people and people telling you things, but not anymore. I feel like you really becoming the villain in a way, a selfish villain who's actually don't need people to tell them what to do, how to act, what to focus on, and you just like finding confidence in enjoying yourself and enjoying the work that you've done, even if it was through some sort of influence. Now you understand that, you know what, I know how to do things better, and I know, uh, even if people are trying to tell me something, even if people are trying to give me some sort of criticism, I know how to play it off. And I know how to actually capitalize on this situation in a way that, some people just feel need to give you advices. And then it's not necessarily like a bad thing that you need to immediately cut out immediately from your life. So there could be situations where you're actually like acting or playing dumb, but just so you can capitalize on this energy. But overall, confidence is really what's happening for you right now. And for the next 3 weeks, I would definitely focus on that energy. Leos, let's see what you are breaking free from. What is something that's changing in your life, and you can manifest this change in your life. But also, what is this like fresh breath of air that you are having in the next 3 weeks, Leos? Let's see. Leos, oh. Now hold on. Leos. Leos, I don't know if you've been, I feel like if you've been a little bit uncertain about things that you doing right now, or if you've been uncertain about, where the future takes you, you're kind of gonna get double confirmation. Double. It's not gonna be just one. It's gonna be two major confirmations that you are doing things right, and what you're getting free from, and what you like really kind of like dropping off from your shoulders is the not having enough confidence to following through with some certain things that you actually enjoyed, because there is one really karmic event that's happening, very karmic, that's telling you and almost like allowing you to have a new look at yourself, and having this like new, like even in a religious and what are those like religions that like are very very fake, oh, like cult, almost like in a cult way, where you like believe so strongly in yourself that you're ready to do it all, you're ready to go all in on yourself, you know what to do, and you're going to be so confident in it. But the second confirmation that you're getting, it's actually from some little obstacles that you will go through very successfully and very easily, that those obstacles and those challenges that you were going through and will go through, they will tell you, oh, average person would not be able to handle this. You handle this because you are made for this. You were born to do this. You were like, you not giving up. You're like, you're not a quitter. You're not a quitter. And this is exactly what you're learning. And you're just like dropping off this unpredictability and breaking free from uncertainty that you probably have right now about certain projects that you're about to start or you want to start. So very strong energy, and like on a very like karmic spiritual way. So definitely listen to those signs and manifest that for the next 3 weeks. Virgos, let's see what you are breaking free from. What is this fresh breath of air you can take, and the change that you can manifest in your life right now? Let's see, Virgos. What are you breaking free from? Mental. A lot of mental things. A lot of mental things. Listen, okay, think about the situation right now where there could have been a situation where you acted just like at the wrong time with the wrong people. It's like this joke when people say like, oh, when I made like my personality one joke with friendship number two, with friend groups number two. It's like you mixing up the situations, and you mixing up the timing, and you making like a wrong decision with the wrong group. It would totally work out perfectly with someone else. It would totally work out perfectly at a different time, but you just made those like decisions that you had to like suffer from. And this is something that you're letting go, right? It kind of like one learning how to act, not even how to act appropriately, but just like there was some sort of awkward situation that's like not letting you go. Maybe like you even like actually, um not being able to sleep at night because you keep thinking about this like awkward situation, and you're like, oh, I wish like I didn't say that, or I wish I didn't do it, or I wish I didn't like acted differently overall. And sometimes it just could seem that you are putting yourself, but again, by like acting inappropriately or acting like at the wrong time with the wrong people, and you're putting yourself into this box that now you have to follow because you've made this decision. So you kind of drop in this box, and you drop in those like limits of yourself from that awkward situation. I don't know if you know this awkward situation. Think about it. Let me know if you know exactly what I'm talking about. But once you're gonna drop this, and once you're gonna get free of this, and get free from this awkward situation, things are gonna speed up for you really quickly. Things are gonna get up to the right speed for you in a matter of literally just like days and weeks. And what I would manifest for the next 3 weeks is exactly that. I would just like shift my focus into breaking free from all this like boxes that you had to put yourself in to kind of be, I don't know, whatever your goal was, but you are breaking from these patterns. Libra, let's see what you are breaking free from, and what is this like fresh breath of air that you are having right now, and what it's something just like getting you to change your situation and to change the life around you right now in a positive way. What are you breaking free from? There's something involving either your parents' money, either like money from your family, or maybe you do have some sort of trust fund, or maybe you do rely on someone. It could be like financial, relying someone financially, especially if it's like your parents, or maybe it's like your past, or maybe there is sometimes like if you have a trust fund, there's like this condition of like, oh, you need to do certain things, and only then you'll be able to actually reach this trust fund. This could be one interpretation. This could be one interpretation. The second interpretation could be overall about generational wealth, and about just like having enough money when you don't think about the present, when you think about like, oh, okay, like the rent is due on the first, and then the bill, and then like my phone, and then the internet, but you're also thinking like long term, right? Like I don't know what situation exactly is being applied to you, but it definitely has to do something with like generational money, and the money that you can either receive, passed down from generations before you, or you can actually create such a wealth that possible to get passed down. I feel like it's either any way you breaking free from this like dependency on money. Dependency on money is what you are giving up. And you know what, like I feel like you will be actually very smart and cautious with like this new income, or with this like money overall, because you will be able actually to take your time into making the right decision. So that's one thing I would advise you, like be like, you don't need to make any decision about this money financially when you learn this information, on when you like drop those when you drop those dependency off from your shoulders. Take your time, take your time. Scorpios, let's see what you are breaking free from. What is the overall fresh breath of air that you are having right now, and what is the change that you can manifest during this season? What is this change that you can manifest? Uh-huh. Wait, more more cards got pulled than I usually do, so there's some more complicated message for you actually, Scorpios. There is a more complicated message for you. One thing that's coming to my mind is that has there been like people who are actually, have you been like scammed lately? Have you lost some money because of either some sort of salesman or some scammers online, or maybe like you ordered something that to you did not expect this like some sort of scam to happen, because it might have been some sort of men in your life, even like relationship wise, who are, they seem like they're very emotional and they look like they are very into you and they show feelings and they know how, like what to say to you to make you feel vulnerable. But behind all those emotions there is a strong calculated idea and mind, and you want to trust them, but you've learned that it's not necessarily the best way to do it or the right tactic, because again, they can seem like they're very soft and they're very emotional, but then they kind of like playing you. They playing you because you showed your vulnerability. Feel like this is exactly the feeling that you're dropping off. There's a lot of like male energy around you. There's a lot of like those male energy. Sometimes it could also mean that like quite the opposite way, if you felt that you've been played off and you didn't have this like enough stability and enough belief in someone, and that's something that could have sabotaged your relationship. I think it's mostly related to your relationship. Let me know if you were scammed by someone. Let me know if you were scammed by someone, because we definitely leaving all the scammers in the past, and we're not letting anyone play us this year. Sagittarius, let's see, what are you breaking free from, and what is this new change that you are having and manifesting for the next 3 weeks? What is this like fresh breath of air that you are having and breaking free from? This card is like popping up 4 times already in a row. What are you trying to tell me? What are you trying to tell me? Overall, I feel like you're breaking free from those chaotic actions and chaotic even like enthusiasm that puts you in a very dependent position where you just like have to fulfill so many responsibilities. You have to fulfill so many responsibilities, and you maybe like people even were using you to get things done for them. And because you're so enthusiastic and you're so down to do things, you honestly like excited about like being here, being there, starting this project, going, you all over the place, and this is like a very positive thing. But people might have like used it to their own advantage, or you've been putting yourself in a situation where you just like overly tired and overly committed to something that you feel like you locked in now when you like locking in, but when you're actually locked in and you have to follow through with something, right? It's definitely bringing more logic and more kind of like structured ideas to your life right now. So I would, and it's kind of like this, like there's like this bridge that you're building between your past and between your future, where in the past you were doing too many random things that would end up you having too many responsibilities to fulfill, or too many events to attend to, or too many things to do. And the future, where you're actually logically thinking uh about yourself, about your resources, about your time, and you're not necessarily saying yes to everything anymore. And that really brings like more chill into your life and more predictability and more just like safety when it comes to that. So if you feel like you're exhausted, if you feel like you've been tired and you've been doing too much, this is definitely what you are getting rid of and breaking free from. Capricorns, let's see what you are breaking free from. What are you dropping? How many cards is this? How many cards is this, Capricorns? I think it's too many. I think it's too many. I think it's too many, but we're gonna work with it. One, you're definitely going to more stable, safe place when you literally like escape the fire. You literally escape some sort of dangerous situation. This is one. You expecting some new beginnings. You expecting some new beginnings. You expecting some new emotional beginnings, relationships. But what are we getting rid of? What are you? Oh, we're getting a message from the universe. We're getting the karmic. We're getting the karmic. It's karmic. It's karmic. Something's like very like, you know, it's telling you that there is a new ways of doing things. All you need to do is accept this message and accept this kind of offer to be doing things differently. Yeah, it's like very hard to tell because like listen, something's just like not going to be the same anymore. Some things are not going to be the same anymore because again, karmically, what is exactly? I mean, listen, Capricorns. Um, you know what you're dropping off, or at least like something where you're going towards. You're going towards to a lot of just like nourishment and a lot of financial predictability and financial stability and almost like being taken care of. Maybe some of you will receive money from your parents, money from some generational kind of like assets and trust funds. But there's such a karmic event that's happening in the next 3 weeks, which is like crazy. The positive thing is you are definitely going towards more stable situation in your life. How exactly it's happening? It's happening through total eclipse of a heart. Total eclipse of a heart. But you know what? When you're gonna see all those money, when you're gonna see all those wealth, the message could have been even like differently from what I initially intended to. But I guess it's a sign. I guess it's a sign, Capricorns. Something's happening. Aquarius, let's see what you are breaking free from. What is something that you can manifest and change in your life right now, get rid of, and have really this like fresh breath of air in your life, Aquarius. Let's see. A little like I read the comment today saying, "Do you have personal problems with Aquarius?" Well, maybe I do now. After you commented that, but okay, let me just say, whatever change is happening and whatever you letting go of is going to be very unexpected, and it might have actually be something that you don't necessarily expect. You might not expect it. You might not expect it, and we like don't even know what it is. We don't even know what it is. There is like literally no context for it, except that it's karmic. It's karmic. Something that you've been holding onto, especially if it's some sort of like friendship, relationship, new communication, um, community that you're in, the way of thinking, your mindset. You will have to drop it like immediately. You will have to drop it like a hot stone, like a some you're holding this hot stone and it's burning your hands and you're not letting it go, and now your hands are like all burned. You should have dropped it, and universe will make sure that you drop those things that are not happening. But on a positive thing, here, you kind of like very happy. You're very happy about it. You're very happy about this like freedom and this like new beginnings that are awaiting you, because this is what I've been talking about. There's something that needs more space when it comes to communication, when it comes to your friendship, when it comes to people around you, when it comes to your new mindset. But also, again, you will be very happy about it. You're going to be very happy about it in a selfish way, in a selfish way, in a way where you don't need anyone's opinion, in a way where you don't need to depend on anyone anymore. And if it's going to be dramatic, and if it's going to be very unpredictable, and if it's going to be very much, you're going to be all over the place, then this is what Aquarius season is for. Is to be dramatic, is to break free, is to burn the bridges, and create the most unique version of yourself.